Hello and welcome back to Quarantine Watch List.
Yeah.
We need a new song. We need a new heavy metal song. I think this week I'm gonna change it and put a heavy metal song. I'm gonna do it like an explosion, like Quarantine Watch List. All right. Anyways, I know fireworks, explosions, because and all of this makes sense because this week we are talking about
Extraction. So basically, it's about a black market mercenary that is basically escorting the drug lord's son because the other drug lord dealer wants to kill him.
Okay.
We'll get into it.
That is about it, right? There's not much more to there's not much more to the story. So no, you know what? Let's just jump right in. Let's stop wasting time. Let's just jump right in. Most likely it's gonna be a quick one. Let's jump right in. Let's start with the pros. And I have my notes here because I watched this movie and I needed to take notes, especially for the good stuff because I couldn't remember the good stuff. But anyways, the pros of Extraction. Nuno, give me a pro. What did you like about Extraction?
One pro, and that's it. The stunts, the action.
Okay, well, but what about the stunts? What about the action?
Oh, because basically the movie was actually directed by Sean Hargrave, which is a stunt coordinator. Yeah,
I think for me, without reiterating what you said, I think the stunts and the action scenes actually worked really well. I actually have to give a round of applause for the director because usually in these lower end movies, action movies, they will have 1,000 cuts per minute in the action scenes. Not only a bunch of cuts, but the camera is shaking all over the place to hide the bad stunts, the lack of quality in the fights. But surprisingly, and I was actually surprised by this movie had some really intricate camera work, some really good stunt work, and some really steady camera work during the fights. Which I was pleasantly surprised. I was mildly entertained by some of the fights. I think there's one more thing that I enjoyed right at the beginning. Okay. The beginning when they were showing the story of the boy, I thought that those sequences. Up until his friend gets shot in the head, spoiler alert, that happens in the first 5 minutes of the movie, so I'm sorry. Up until that moment, I thought that the story was really the story was intriguing to me. And I thought it was well shot, it was well acted in most of the parts. But then after that, when Chris Hemsworth is introduced, the movie just takes a nosedive. All right, so I guess we ran out of good things to talk about this movie. So Nuno, cons of Extraction. Give me one con.
I felt David Harbour's character was underutilized.
Yeah.
I just felt like I stated before, he was just kind of there as moving the plot forward. Yep. Maybe I just wanted to know a little bit more backstory. I just didn't feel that they had that much chemistry. For a talented actor as David Harbour is, he just felt underutilized. To
me, it felt like, he appears in probably halfway through the movie, the middle or towards the end of the second act, and I felt like the producers were like, shit, Chris Hemsworth star power is quickly fading away. We need another pretty big star so that the movie can keep going forward. Because when David Harbour's character, which I don't even remember his name, but when his character is introduced, I was squinting. I was like, Hello?
Yeah.
I turned to my wife. I was like, is that who I think it is? Is what? Did he survive the upside down? But no, I was legit.
Yeah.
It almost felt like Matt Damon in the third act of Interstellar. It was so jarring to see him in Interstellar, and I think David Harbour, to me, was just as jarring to see him in halfway through the movie. And the way that his character was introduced, you could see it a mile away that he was going to be that character that was going to screw over Chris Hemsworth's character.
Yeah. No, yeah, like the whole story was like muddled with like with the kid's assistant or something like that becoming like this like superhuman assassin.
I know.
At the end, and then at the end he's like, oh, I'm gonna be on your side now, but I was working with the other drug dealer. It's so confusing.
Yeah, no, like, please explain to me, what was that? The babysitter guy. Well, first of all, who is he? What does he do? And I was so confused. I was like, is he good? Does he want to kill the kid? Is he working for his father? Is he working for the other drug dealer? Like, what is going on? And why is he superhuman? Like, bro, I was not for a second, but for a while, it felt like I was watching a cheap knockoff version of the Terminator set in India, because that guy felt like he was a Terminator kind of character, where he's trying to go after the kid. He's trying to kill the kid or extract the kid. I don't know what he was trying to do, but for some reason,
he gets hit by a truck. I would have died if I got hit by a truck. I
think any motherfucker would have died if they got hit by a truck like that. And he just gets up and is fine. He's fine. I'm like, what is going on? If you could summarize this movie in one word, what word would you choose to describe this movie, to summarize this movie?
Oh, man, that is it's kind of difficult, but
I got you on the spot. This is not confusing. Confusing. I wholeheartedly agree with you. I was very confused. For me, my one word is cliche. The way that this movie was set up, the way that it set up Tyler's character, or Chris Hemsworth character, Tyler, was cliche. The way that it set up the team around Tyler was cliche. The way that it set up the conflict.
A lot of tropes.
Yeah. Yeah, so cliche. It was 100% cliche. Wait. Hold on. Pause. Rewind. Spoiler alert. We're about to talk about the ending of this movie, which is true. I totally forgot about this. Nuno, start that sentence over again.
So during the bridge scene, you know, he was fighting to like protect the kid so he can get extracted to the helicopter. Get it? Yep. Extraction to the helicopter. So then one of the other drug dealers minion shot him like in the neck. Yep. And then I was like,
which by the way could have been seen a mile away.
Yeah, could have seen a mile away. And it's like, he's supposed to die. He's like losing blood. And then he jumps into the water. Yep. And then we get a flash forward scene of the kid, like the kid's already been saved and whatnot. And he's in and he's in the swimming pool. He gets up, and then you see a blurred character, which is it's Tyler, and he's alive. And then I'm like, I feel like the story would have been more impactful if he just like died and he just went and he dropped to the river, because then he'll be like, oh, I'm gonna be with my son, because I think in the movie his son dies. Yeah. He gives you like a little backstory. Yep. So it's like, I'd rather just be with my son, you know, and he dies and that's it. It would be more of an impact movie, but with, you know, showing him alive is kind of just like,
But see, it's so whatever. You're taking that literally. You're taking it as he's actually alive and he went to visit the boy.
Yeah. I think he was definitely alive.
To be honest, that didn't even cross my mind when I was watching it. I just thought maybe the boy is seeing his ghost or some stupid thing like that. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, either ending doesn't make sense. But I think what you're saying makes a lot more sense, and it makes the movie even worse. So let's wrap this up. Yeah. We talked about this movie way too much. Nuno, what would you give Extraction?
As my rating, I think I gave it a 2 out of 5.
A 2 out of 5. I would give this movie. I originally gave it a 2.5 out of 5, but then with your explanation of the ending, which makes a lot more sense than what I was thinking when I first watched the movie, I'm gonna give this a 2 out of 5 too. If you're bored at home, and if you watched all of the good movies on Netflix, on Amazon Prime, on Hulu, on Disney Plus, on whatever other streaming service you have.
Streaming service.
If there's nothing else for you to watch Extraction. Extraction are for those people that have nothing else to watch and enjoy a good cliche action movie. But if you're looking for a good movie...
Or they're brain dead. Or they just want to be like...
Exactly. But if you're looking for a good action movie... You're not gonna find it here. Just completely skip it. To be honest, I would. Yeah. It's a skip for me. That was our way too long. This took way too long. Too long of a review for a crappy movie that Extraction was. But that's okay. I think we had a lot of pent up frustration from this movie. Oh, wait. One last thing. Biggest surprise in this movie.
Okay.
It was produced by the Russo brothers.
Yes.
No. Sorry.
By Anthony Russo.
Anthony
Russo.
Not produced.
Yeah,
it was
Anthony
produced.
Russo.
It was produced, but it was the screenplay was written by Anthony Russo. When I saw that at the end, I was like, "What?"
Stick to Marvel. All right. You did 20. They did 21.
My boy Anthony Russo.
Stick to Marvel.
My boy Anthony Russo wrote or co-wrote the Infinity Saga or the Infinity War movies. How is he going to follow up such a good body of work, two good movies with this piece of crap? Joe Russo, come on, man. You're better than this. Or Anthony Russo, whoever you are. Please.
Comment below if
Please
you're
don't
Anthony
do
Russo,
this
all right?
anymore.
Just comment below, all right?
Oh, my God. Bro, he's probably not going to watch. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. The arm completely fell. This review is going downhill very fast. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you guys.
Don't watch Extraction. We'll see you next week. Oh, please tell us what movie we should watch next.
Yes,
Peace.
Please do.
Bye.
Later, guys.
Let's end this. We're done.